Welcome to the 2022 Heart of America Athletic Conference Outdoor Track and Field Media Day. I'm Derek Johnson, your host. I host Rock Truck Sports Talk on KLWN Radio and the sports director there in Lawrence. Our next Media Day interview. Excited to be joined by Baker head coach Ryan Pitts. Coach, how's your day going?
Going well so far, man. It's nice and sunny. Like, we're usually off on Wednesdays, but I was like, nah, it's going to be 75 and sunny. We're going to practice today. So
yeah, what's ideal track and field weather?
This right here, 70. I would say 65 and 65 and up and sunny, 65 to 75 degrees, sunny, maybe, and wind legal. That's perfect, man. That's perfect.
Well, certainly Baker's been undergoing all sorts of renovations with the athletic facilities. How has that impacted track? And kind of tell us about how you're feeling headed into outdoor season.
Well, first of all, the new facilities are unbelievable. Our baseball and softball fields look great. They have a new indoor area. And then our soccer field is it's big, massive field, but it's coming along great, man. Everything looks good. Unfortunately, we're going to get a new track. I just have to wait till after graduation when they'll be putting that in. So definitely looking forward to that. It's a great sales point with recruits. So looking forward to getting the new track and field facility. Our throws have been moved to a different area, but we've got 2 new cages, a new shot ring. So just looking forward to it, definitely.
You're an alum of Baker yourself, 2-sport athlete, All-American football, track athlete.
I did a little something.
What does that mean to be able to coach at your alma mater?
It separates me, being an alum, separates me from coaching anywhere else. Where, don't get me wrong, I would still, put the effort in as a coach that I'm doing here anywhere else. But it's a different sense of pride when you're here at your own institution where you attended. And so there's a different level of pride that I take with coaching here, as opposed to if I was coaching somewhere else, which I'm not saying if I was somewhere else, I wouldn't be, a great coach. It's just something different about it, and being able to bring kids here and get the Baker experience, especially now with these new facilities, it's amazing. And I try to get as many kids from out of state as possible, because I want them to experience the same experience I had, getting out of your comfort zone, trying something new, and just enjoying the college life. And so it worked for me, and it's worked for several other of my out-of-state kids. So I think that's probably the biggest thing I love about being an alum and coaching here.
On the indoor portion of the season, the men's side finished 3rd at the Hart Indoor Championships. The women finished 6th. What did you like out of the indoor portion of the season, and what are you going to be trying to take from the indoor portion to the outdoor?
I think what I liked about the way we performed in indoor the most is that we showed up, we were a little thin than usual. Couple of injuries and things like that. And so the way we performed, and to still have, a top 3 and the women place 6 was big for us. A lot of younger upperclassmen have been asked to step into certain roles. And we had a few, underclassmen who were conference champions. Freshmen who ended up being conference champions and relays and things like that. And so I was very pleased with our indoor season. But the team knows and the staff knows that we don't train our athletes for indoor. We train through indoor season. Track and field is all about outdoor season. And anyone who tells you anything else is lying to you. So we use indoor season, as that tool to still get us better for outdoor, mostly for speed works and things like that. Because I'm a lot more volume heavy in the fall and in the winter, but then a track meet serves as basically a full speed practice, because when the gun goes off, you got to go full speed, and so we use it as a vessel to get better for outdoor. And with that type of mindset, I'm very pleased with the way indoor season went.
Who are some athletes, some people to watch that you think could play a big role in this 2022 outdoor season for you guys?
Oh boy. Let's see. Let's start with some throwers. Let's go with Kobe Fairley in shot, disc, and hammer. Let's see, Kennedy Comstock, who's a returning national qualifier in the women's javelin. Tyler Chaffee and that men's shot put. He plans to get down to that outdoor national meet this year. He had a big 3rd place finish in shot this year. Then on the distance, So we got a few. Jacob Kofer. I mean, we've already got 4 kids who've qualified for the marathon. So that's always a big thing for us. You know, Brooke Allen, Valerie. We got a few. Then on the sprint side, you know, Justin Moore, obviously, Elizabeth Ibiduni, Tajanique Bell. So yeah, we've got a strong group. Trevor Bolden is a freshman who opened up a lot of people's eyes throughout this indoor season. He gets on my nerves, but he's one of my favorite kids to coach because he's just so raw. You know, a lot of these kids are just raw, and you just have to teach them technique. You know, and then once you can combine that raw talent with the technique, it's a beautiful thing. And it came together during our indoor conference meet. And so I'm really looking forward to see how he handles the outdoor season. Our mid-distance crew, Jordan Hallman, Mia Wilhoit, Jordan Weimer. So it's going to be a good year. And then who's another big one? Oh, Robert Hubert, you know, who set the school record in the indoor 800. We had 4 school records broken at our indoor season. So it was a good indoor season. Just looking forward for outdoor. But those are, I know I threw out a bunch of names, but yeah, but those are probably top names, top candidates for our team who we're looking forward to this season. I mean, I'm looking forward to all my athletes, but those were the ones like in reference to the question.
As we mentioned too, with you being a Baker alum and being part of or around this campus for a while now, what's your favorite thing about Baker University, about the Baldwin City community?
I think it's always we're always able to create that tight-knit sort of family atmosphere. I'm very big on the team camaraderie, so we do a lot of stuff together as a team. Because of still some COVID issues this past fall, I wasn't still able to do our first team bonding night, which is really fun. I do a costume thing. It's always in October, so it's a costume theme freshman and transfer talent show, and the seniors are the judges, and I give a first place prize to best costume, best performance. And then we have a team bonfire. We do a team tailgate for football games. And then just last week, we did going into spring break, we did a bowling night as a team. Because, you know, when you have the distance crew, you have the sprinters, jumpers, and hurdlers, and you have your throws, they don't always get to interact on a daily basis. And so I'm very big on my team. They don't necessarily have to be the best of friends all the time, but you need to know who your teammates are. You know, you need to be able to say hi, be able to identify them. So when you're supporting at track meets, you just know, you know, who your teammates are, and you yell out names and things like that. So I would say that's definitely my favorite thing. Is just the family atmosphere we try to create, and even amongst the coaching staff. I think we are a very tight-knit coaching staff up here as well.
When someone asks you about Hart track and field, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Oh my goodness, get ready, because it's getting better and better. This conference is, now when I was in the conference and I competed, you know, we still had Lindenwood, William Jewell, and MNU. And then there was the years that they were gone. MNU didn't lost their program. You know, Lindenwood went D2 and Jewell went D2. And so, but since we've all come back together, since we added all these teams back, our conference now is just getting better and better. That's the first thing that comes to mind, because I mean, from top to bottom, I think we're one of the best in the NAI. I'd say it's between us and the GPAC. From top to bottom, from you're talking distance to your throws, to your jumps, to your sprints, you know, I'd say on average, I think we're the best. The GPAC may have something to say about that. But, you know, you have your Indiana Techs and your William Careys who are very more sprint dominant. But when it comes from top to bottom, I think we're the best conference. And it's showing. If you took a look at conference, you know, at conference finals, you know, 8 to 10 years ago, you know, the marks, and then you look at what they are now, I mean, we're running times indoor that you wouldn't see until outdoor, you know, and so it's just getting better and better. And if I had to describe it, the first thing that comes to mind is it's getting better, a lot better.
Well, Coach Pitts, appreciate your time and good luck this season.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it, Derek.